We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, it's the home opener for 2017 between the Atlanta Braves and the Minnesota Twins. Twins baseball comes your way next. Here's Ender Inciarte, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off for Atlanta, center fielder number 11, Ender Inciarte.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. And we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They come in as hot as anyone in this first week of the season as they've won 5 of their first 6 contests.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Now the pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So not the start he was looking for tonight as he walks the leadoff hitter on 5 pitches.
Here tonight.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Didn't get on top of the sinker at all, if that's what it was trying to be. It stayed high. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
And now on 2-0, you just can't lay a fastball in there, or he could make it 3-0 before you know it. It's all about limiting the damage in this situation. You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. Now they tag him out between second and third, and it's a double play.
Batting fourth.
Stepping up to the plate, Ronald Ackerman. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Getting a few steps off his second there. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Malik Smith the next to hit. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder Malik Smith.
The high fastball is in there. These Braves.
Well, Matt, we're watching a team that won last game, put them at 500. Now, they're not where they want to be, and they're still several games back in the division. But you just keep pushing one day at a time, and you never know if you might be able to gain some ground. Well, if you're wondering if he was going to be loose for this game, there's our answer. 98 in the first inning. He's going to be coming right after.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Malik Smith is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Eddie Rosario is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Now he'll step off and rethink this. The 0-1 delivery. And the changeup is way low that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
And this is fouled at the plate. Another 2-2 offering. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Digging in, Nelson Cruz. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now a check swing, and they'll appeal it down to first. He did go around, says Woody Keller, at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Ahmed has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Nick Markakis. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Nick Markakis.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Late that time for a strike.
It looks like he just swung right over that sinker right there. What is so hard about a sinker, you have to almost go underneath it and scoop it. If you got one of those swings that goes over the top, you're never going to hit him.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth.
Stepping into the box, Johan Camacho. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
That fastball right there will humble you. He threw it right by him. So now what do? You spread out, you use your hands, and try to be as quick as you can when you see that ball get released out of his hand.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Now at the plate, Adam Duvall. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And here's a ball hit in the air. Duda has room in foul territory, and the inning is over. Digging in, Jay Hahn. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Jay Hahn.
Here's the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. In now, Ehire Adrianza, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Camacho is over now, and he's got it for out number 2. Into the box, Lucas Duda will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and he takes a cold strike. 0-1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Swing and a liner towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Settling in now, Brian McCann. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Brian McCann.
Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate, and that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate.
The pitch. Swing and a liner. And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the third. And this finds the wall over near the 339 sign. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Coming to the plate now, Nick Ahmed. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Comes set with the 0-1. And a whiff at a good slider that time. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. The 0-2 once more. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Number 11.
Digging in to try it again. Ender Inciarte reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. The 1-0 delivery. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it.
And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And a tough take on an inside sinker that just missed for ball 3. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Hit hard down the line. No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with one gone. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4. Ready for another chance. Ozzie Albies. Hit hard up the middle. The second for 1. Back to Duda. A double play, and the inning is over. Ready now, Denard Span. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Albies comes up with it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Standing in, Marwin Gonzalez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. Ackerman has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone. Now batting, Matt Wieters. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Ackerman over to his right, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Striding in once again, Freddie Freeman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Freddie Freeman.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2.
I like the call for the 2-strike changeup, but you got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
Here's another 0-2. Left field and deep. Rosario racing back to the track. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away.
Left fielder number 24.
Now in the box, Ronald Ackerman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1.
1 strike.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. The throw into second. And he'll reach second now with one away. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. The 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
2-1.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Hahn is there on to first, and Markakis is retired, 2 away. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not. Striding in, Malik Smith. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Center fielder, Malik Smith.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit down the line at first. And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota. Standing in, Eddie Rosario. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Comes set and the 0-1. Ball 1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And now this kicks off the glove of McCann, and this will be scored as a passed ball. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. From the stretch. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
That's a bullet up and in on the hands. Hard to turn on anything like that.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
At the plate, Jay Hahn. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is a foul ball. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Johan Camacho. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Johan Camacho.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Big tilt on the slider against his swing and a miss.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it. even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
So he sets him down swinging. Johan Camacho is retired to lead off the fifth. Adam Duvall will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
Man, he's got a good fastball. He showed it off right there. He blew it right by him.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Adrianza ranging up the middle. And this throw almost took off on him, but a fine play to leave his feet at first and then come down on the bag to record the second out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Brian McCann. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. The windup and the 0-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Digging in now, Nick Ahmed. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ball one.
That's some good hitting right there. Great eyes. I mean, to recognize that and lay off it right now, that was nice.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Sinker is right there for a called strike two. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Digging in once again, Ender Inciarte. Couple of walks for him thus far. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. This is foul for the first strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now a pickoff play at second, but he is in there as they can't get him at second. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Frozen on strike 3 for the final. Digging in for his second at bat, Ehire Adrianza comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Pitch is popped up. Ahmed is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. At the plate, look.
Lucas Duda.
A called strike on the inside corner. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Lucas Duda becomes out number 2 this inning. Denard Span is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Liner towards second. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Well, that's a great pitch right there. You're saying to yourself, why? Because you got that base runner on. That's almost like a pitch out. Outside fastball, catcher set up.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. The inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Ozzie Albies. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Ronald Ackerman, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1.
Oh, that was a pretty good pitch right there. A little bit late. That's why he wasn't able to catch it right there in his wheelhouse.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. 2 out, nobody on. On the ground up the middle, Adrianza scoops it up, throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Catcher.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So a leadoff base hit out of the 9th spot, and that sets the top of the order up nicely here to start the inning. Striding in once again, Malik Smith. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field. Inciarte is right there, 1 down, and he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eddie Rosario. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
And a fastball just a bit high. From the belt, the pitch. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw. We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Hit hard on the ground towards second. He's got it to second for 1. On to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the inning. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
Right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Into the windup and the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Ready for another shot now. Johan Camacho. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. He's set. Here's the 2-2. On a line to shortstop. And they got there so quickly, the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out. Ready once again, Adam Duvall. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's set and the pitch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Span is there, 2 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance.
Now pitching for the Twins,
Tyler Flowers will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Tyler Flowers.
And he takes ball 1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Takes this the other way to right. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on. Ready for another chance. Nelson
Leading off for the Twins, designated hitter Nelson Cruz.
First delivery to him on the way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Chasing after it is Inciarte. He's got it 1 away. Stepping into the box, Jay Hahn. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Digging in once again, Ehire Adrianza. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Digging in and looking for more, Nick Ahmed. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Nick Ahmed.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. To third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Center fielder.
Here's Ender Inciarte. A couple of walks for him thus far. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
That's a great check swing. That's tough to hold up on that pitch. It looks like a fastball, and the slider just breaks away from it. He's held up, though. Strong hands.
1-2. Ready on 1-2. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Here he comes again, 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
The batter, number 1.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. First offering on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
He's done a nice job of getting those 2 quick outs before the 2 hitters come to the plate right now, because he knows what's sitting down there down the order. So you stay aggressive against those little guys, try to get them out the way.
Well, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So that'll extend the inning and let Freddie Freeman come to the plate. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a neck-high fastball that time. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And now they've got him picked off. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone. Here's Lucas Duda now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
First baseman, Lucas Duda.
A.J. Minton will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
A.J.
Tyler Austin is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the... Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And the slurve can't find the zone, and it's 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Markakis has a read on it. 1 away. So striding in, Denard Span. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's set. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And that misses, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. Set to deal on 2-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Ackerman giving chase. And they can't run it down. The 2-2 one more time. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch on its way. Late that time for a strike. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the 2nd one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he can.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And now to the plate, Ronald Ackerman. He'll be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the 9th. Pitch on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Hit sharply toward the right side on a base hit. So a great start to the 9th as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to kick off the inning. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double. Gabriel Moya will come on and make his 4th appearance in this.
Now pitching for the Twins.
Pedro Correman will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out. And that misses for ball 1. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. A shot down the first baseline. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
The batter.
So coming to the plate, Johan Camacho. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go-ahead run at third with 1 away. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with that runner on first, so that's smart, trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, that's a tempting pitch right there. You got that runner on third base. You're looking for something to drive. You want the ball up. But it was a good layoff. Not the pitch he definitely wanted to hit, but it was tempting, no doubt.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Austin is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. So a big moment in the ball game here. Adam Duvall, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. The 0-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now the 0-2 pitch. And this is popped foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Malik Smith the next to hit. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom
of the ninth for the Twins. Center fielder, Alex Smith.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Swinging a looper to left. Ackerman moving forward, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Stepping into the box, Eddie Rosario. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Slurve swung on and missed there. It's 1-1. 1-2 now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, man, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first. Ready now.
Nelson Cruz.
Sean Carlisle is called upon to get the final 2 outs of the 9th and send this one into extra.
Sean Carlisle.
Here's the first pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Look out. A fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that.
A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. As we wrap this one up tonight, it's time to show our appreciation for the man you see there, Nelson Cruz. Thanks largely to one heroic swing, he's our tops player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base.